Welcome into Hillcrest High School for KSL Sports Rewind Game of the Week, presented by Heidemann Associates and brought to you by Western Governors University. Dusty Litster and Dane Stewart with you. A fun matchup tonight, and it feels so good to be in the middle of the valley in Midvale. There you go. Hillcrest, Cottonwood, and it means something. Cottonwood comes in 12-1 on the year. Hillcrest comes in 7-6.
And right next door to a Raising Cane's. Could Dusty's life get any better?
It cannot.
No. Look, you talk about Cottonwood. I was talking with Coach Miller before the game. I said, Coach, have you gone and looked at where this start ranks in program history? He says he has not. But we both acknowledge it's got to be up there. 12-1. I don't think any saw this start coming from the Colts. But you talk about a team, one of the highest scoring teams in the state, led by Chris Cox, 23 points per game. And then you mix in other guys like Jackson Price, Max Russo, one of the best three-point shooters, and Harkirath Makhar. You're going to love the game of Harkirath. We'll talk about that as it goes on. 9 assists per game for Makhar. This is a really dynamic starting group for Coach Miller and Cottonwood.
And we talk about Hillcrest coming in 7-6 on the year. Coach Brandon Sluga leading a team that, look, you can say 7-6, big deal. Well, in this program, it is a big deal, and this is a team that has not been to a semifinal since the 2006 state tournament.
Look, you have got a season-opening win in overtime against Harriman. You've also got a nice win over Payson in region play. And by the way, like Kearns, you lose that game in overtime, but that's an overtime game. That's a 6A team that's going to compete in Region 2. You talk about Maddox Albers, 5'11 senior. This young man can score inside, outside. I had a coach tell me he's one of the best at generating contact and getting to the line. And then you talk about the move-in, the transfer, Deshaun Wilkerson-Bowie, 17-12 for the senior for Hillcrest. It's an inside-outside combo, and you got a lot of contributors around it, including Micah Madry, the senior, committed to go play football at the next level. Really good athlete. It's a good group for Coach Sluga here at Hillcrest.
And jumping it up is Deshaun Wilkerson-Bowie, and controlled by Cottonwood. And it's Makhar. Goes to the rim, and that wide channel basketball treats him well, and it's a quick 2-0 start.
All right, really disappointed by Harkirath's start. Look, their most recent game, he had 18 assists. 18 assists. And he's just going to score that? Come on, man. I'm just kidding. Great start off the tip there. That young man loves to share the rock.
Inside to Bowie, can't get that one to go. The rebound taken by Christopher Cox. Young man we got to see in the Utah top 50, played really well all fall long.
You want to know how good Christopher Cox is? Shooting 62% from the floor, 62% and 41% from beyond the arc.
Madry gets the assignment to cover number 2.
Have fun.
Yeah. Oh, there's a block coming over from Bowie. Loose ball picked up by Cottonwood. That's Aiden Oliphant. 9 on the shot clock. Inside, left it short. And another board to Cottonwood. Reset the shot clock. Misses on the putback. There's Oliphant. And we'll stay here.
Boy, Aiden Oliphant, this is a young man coming off of an injury. Still working to try to get back and healthy. Boy, no give up in his effort on that possession. Able to keep it here with the Colts.
Makhar gonna trigger in for Coach Mark Miller. And it's Oliphant. Try to set it up top and nearly stolen by Maddox Albers. And we'll stay here with the Colts.
Maddox more well known for his offense. His defense is good. We'll talk about his offense though. Leading scorer, and like we said, he can score inside, outside, but nice deflection there.
Carr sending that ball to the corner. Cox able to corral it. 15 on the shot clock. Cox goes at Albers. Step back, no. Madry was right there with him.
Yeah, great help defense there coming over to take away the drive.
Price on the drive, and he's fouled on the drive and bailing out the Colts as the shot clock was down to 7. The foul reset the shot clock and remained Cottonwood basketball with 6.5 left in the quarter.
Yeah, call on the sophomore guard, Miles Muller, his first team foul.
Carson that into Cox. Really good matchup. Cox versus Madry. Cox goes into him, sends back out.
I mean, look, the shot clock has really helped possessions, but how about Cottonwood just extending? This is like their 3rd or 4th off the same possession.
What is this, 2022? Yeah. Shot off the mark and a rebound. Tracked down, and finally the possession ends. Maddox Albers averaging 19 points per game.
Young man joined the 1,000-point club in their last win over Payson. Congratulations, Maddox. 4-digit scorer here for the Huskies.
Send that back up top to Madry. Send that into the corner. 3 on the way. No for for Isaac Miller.
How about the leak out up the floor?
And it's Max Russo. Lays that one in.
He hit 8 threes in that win over Stansbury. But that time able to drive it, and good start here for the Colts. Albers with the move, junction extended, and Pure. Coach Miller really wanted to defend him inside the three-point line. Could live with some of the outside shots, but boy, that's a confident young man to step up from 17 and just drill it. Oliphant misses on that one, back down the floor with Albers. Could be the first 1,000-point score at Hillcrest since Bronx Ashby. In a while. Oh, yeah. Because Bronx played 4 years. That's right. Not the only reason. Yeah, Bronx had a pretty good big career. Games. Yeah. Bowie, no, and the rebound taken by Makhar. Or Makhar, pardon me. Transition 3, rattles it home, and it's a 7-2 start. Coach Miller was joking with me before the game. He said he had 18 assists and we loved it, but we told him, hey, you could look to score too. He's been very aggressive with the shot today, and I love the confidence there to take that 3. He's 58% from beyond the arc coming into the game. Miller sends out, pump the 3. Mailer sends out up top and went through the hands of Micah Madry, and it'll be a turnover, and the ball will go back to Cottonwood. Boy, Hillcrest just a little out of sync here in the opening minutes. We've had to play long defensive possessions, and the offense just really hasn't looked crisp yet. How about the new Hillcrest High School? It's gorgeous. Fantastic. It really is. And the old school's now a baseball field. Is it really? Yeah, it's on the other side. And a nice take and make, Max Russo. That's 4 points for Max halfway through the quarter. Hey, we've got a Coach some unknown guy here in the gym tonight. He doesn't know us, but we know him. Nice to meet you. And Jackson Workman as well. He's not rocking Jays tonight, just the sandals. I don't think you call those slides, but a 3 from Madry's long. And that ball cannot be saved then, and there'll be Cottonwood ball once again. .35 on a rolling clock in the first quarter. Makhar finds Oliphant inside. A foul will be to Madry. And it'll be the second team foul on Hillcrest. We talked about Harkirath's ability to share the basketball, and when you're able to score like he has to start, well, now all of a sudden it's going to pull that defense over and allow for some of those passing lanes to open up, and it's a great find by Makhar to get it to Oliphant and head to the line. Aiden, you can tell, you talk about the injury, you can see he's just a little out of rhythm to get started here tonight. And on the free throw, he was going after it. His percentages certainly look like he's not 100%. But look, I mean, it's his senior year, right? I mean, it's like, look, you got to go, leave it all out there, and he's been committed, and Coach Miller's loved what he's put in and says, hey, he's playing his heart out, his guts out, and having a good year, 9 points, 6 rebounds a game, and he's been really critical for them in the paint. Exhibit A. Albers couldn't get that one to go. Rebound and now on the run. Jackson Price goes at Madry, got around him. Baseline, send down. He's open. Back to Price off the angle. Bowie left his feet, and he goes right to the hole. And it's Jackson Price. Dynamic senior point guard. Loves to get out and run. He's got some leaps. You see that burst, able to split the D, and finding himself at the rim all alone. Miller had that one slapped away. Russo to Price. Reverse it and score it. Jackson Price running the floor. And Cottonwood running in the first quarter. 2:37 left in the first. It's 15-2. Cottonwood
With 2:37 left in the first, you are watching a KSL Sports Rewind Game of the Week on KSLSports.com, presented by Heidemann and Associates. Back in, Dusty Litster and Dane Stewart, a 15-2 start for Cottonwood.
Remarkable, man. And I mean, Harkirath has been active offensively, defensively. Look at Jackson Price, who's been very aggressive, and boy, that's desperately needed there for the Huskies.
As Isaac Miller knocking down the three. We talk about pure, that was pure. The 2 field goals haven't touched the rim. Oh, nice find to Oliphant, who lays that in.
We're talking about a young man who just continues to grind. And the thing I love about this Cottonwood team is no one's out for theirs, right? Very unselfish. I mean, Cox hasn't scored yet. They've got 17 in the first quarter.
Shot off the mark. Miller, oh! The wide channel basketball fails him as it goes 3/4 of the way and out.
It was halfway down.
Come back the other way. Price. Makhar going to hold up top. Christopher Cox yet to get going offensively. Madru's done a nice job on him. Takes away that space. Sends out to Price. Jackson send back into the corner to Cox. 10 on the shot clock. Oh, maybe got away with an extra step. Doesn't matter. Baba Booey, take that one away.
Couple blocks for Wilkerson Bowie tonight.
Come back the other way. Albers. A little shake and bake. Pull short. Rebound. And on the run. Makhar, and he's fouled. The give, kind of a little take foul there to Maddox Albers.
That's actually the thing I'd look at if I'm Hillcrest, is try to get the ball into Deshawn. He's been dialed in defensively tonight, but he's worked to get that ball inside and try to get something easy close. It did take away an assist from, or would have been an assist there from Harkirath. The 18, by the way, second in state history.
Really?
The state record is 19. I'm blaming the coach on that one.
Got to be at PG High at Judge Memorial?
I think it was Dugway, actually.
Oh, there you go. Actually, yeah, I usually know the name off the top of my head. I know what you're talking about now. Inside of a minute left, as that shot would not drop. Down to 50 seconds.
Yeah, Steve Bruce, 1982 for Dugway.
Sent out for 3 and a triple there. Cole Winiger.
Couple made threes, giving some life here to close out the quarter for the Huskies. Good response.
Shot clock at 24. Inside 30 seconds. That Makhar sends out to Price. Price. Cycles back out to Makhar. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Takes the bump and is stolen by Albers. 10 seconds. Albers with 8. Albers on the baseline. Cox knocks it out of bounds. 5 seconds left.
It's a nice read by Albers on that one. Able to just kind of track it, fill the passing lane.
And Madru, that ball was out of bounds. Mr. Official says no, and that'll do it for the quarter. Mr. Official said it did not. All right, we'll go with him. At the end of the first quarter, 17-8. A great start for Cottonwood. You're watching a KSL Sports Rewind Game of the Week on KSLSports.com.
Mountain Land Power Equipment provides exceptional service and high-quality brands you know and trust in lawn, landscaping, and snow removal products. Our experienced staff of technicians repair all types of snow plows, snow blowers, lawn mowers, small engines, and is trained to answer questions about lawn, garden, snow removal, and landscaping products. Mountain Land Power Equipment, now with 2 locations to serve you in Salt Lake City and Springville.
Other universities didn't fit into my life.
They said I'd have to quit my job to go to school.
They said it would take me 4 years to graduate. They said I have to take tests when they tell me to.
They said my degree would cost a fortune.
But I didn't have to listen to them.
Because I have a university that listens to me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time. Graduate.
Welcome back into Hillcrest High School. Dusty Litster and Dane Stewart. It's a great start for Cottonwood, but Hillcrest, even after the great start, only a 9-point deficit. With the way they can shoot, can make it go. As Winiger misses on the 3. The offensive board back into Madri, backside to Bowie, who lays it in.
We talk about Wilkerson Bowie, 17 and 12 for him coming in. Didn't score in the first quarter. Albers just had 2. That is not a good indicator for the home Huskies, and I love that they come out and try to work that ball inside off the missed shot.
The floater would not drop, and rebound taken by Hillcrest.
And we've seen Cottonwood cool off as well late in that first quarter. A couple missed shots, and Hillcrest been able to get some clears.
As Peter Uguama miss on that one, as that shot won't go for Albers. Rebound taken by Makhar. And the steal, Bowie. I'm glad we didn't get the pass and crash call on that one.
Young man played at Murray last year. Coach Workman in the house probably missing Deshaun.
And it's Madri for 3. Timeout, Coach Miller. 6:50 left in the half. Timeout, Colts. And it's a 30-second timeout. Give us a chance. We'll stay here. Give us a chance to kind of preview our video this week. We switch roles. Not only are we going to call a game together, which doesn't happen maybe every other week or so, but Dane is the captain of our show this week.
Look, here's the deal. Sometimes, Dusty, we just have to mix it up a little bit. And we decided to introduce a new game this year, which was fantastic. I don't know how you felt about it. I thought you did pretty good.
Thank you. I feel pretty good about it.
I tried to make it tough for you, and you were a step ahead of me. So well done. If you want to see how Dusty did, check out our show this week. Yeah. It'll be a good one.
It was a little quiz show to start off the show this week, but we go through top performers in region play, in non-region plays. We're getting ready to head into region. We're just over a month away from the state tournament, and the only reason I know is I'm planning some work stuff, and I was going through. I'm like, we're only like a month away from this thing.
Yeah, I got to have that conversation tomorrow. So FYI, if you'd wish me well wishes tomorrow morning, I'd appreciate it.
Well wishes sent. Is out of the timeout. It's a 4-point game after that great start for Cottonwood. 15-2 start for the Colts. Is Oliphant, or probably that was Russo rather, missing on that J.
We've seen Hillcrest really pick up the defensive intensity.
Whittaker makes it a 1-point game, his second 3 of the first half.
And the 3-point shots. That's the 4th made 3 now after they really struggled the first 4 or 5 minutes of the game.
15-2. It's 16-2 since.
And this house sounded like it was Cottonwood's home gym early on. It's starting to sound like Hillcrest's.
14-2. Carbon County math got me. Sent out for the lead. Another 3, and the second for Isaac Miller.
They might need to call their contractor because this thing is raining inside the new Husky gym.
Jackson Brimley back?
Hey.
Husky fans, if you don't know that
they
name.
Know. Well, they better know.
Downtown Brimley. Is Whittaker picks up the foul. He didn't like it. It's going to put Russo at the line for 2 free throws. In fact, the last time I called a game at Hillcrest, we talked about Donnie Lau and Brimley, it was the beginning of the Dusty Diehards. It was the Alta kids. It was Hillcrest against Alta. And all the way across the gym, like, are we hearing? We think we're hearing? But they followed us from Bingham.
Donnie Lau is one of the few names I remember from those early years. I don't remember a lot, Dusty. I remember old Donnie.
You had Drew Phillips. Remember that 016 went to the semifinals. You had Drew Phillips. You had Cole Heights, Brimley, Donnie Lau. I know I'm forgetting another name. I can think of the other 5, but free throw's good, and it's 19-18. The Hillcrest looking to extend their lead. Bowie.
Look at how compact they are in the paint. That's exactly what you do.
Winiger with the hand in his face. Makhar able to at least contest that 3. He left it short.
If you're going to collapse down on that entry, that 3-point shot's going to be there all night long.
Price thought he would get a call, did not, and a rare throw that ball in from the angle underneath the hoop. Good to see a fellow KSL sports guy here, Sam Farnsworth, down on the baseline. No doubt getting ready for the 10 p.m. news tonight. There's a series of moves and a little jump hook falls. And Oliphant gets that one to go, and good for him. Oliphant's been a tough start from the field for Oliphant. So you mentioned come back from injury, need to find some rhythm. Inside, Bowie, that's jump ball. That? Good call.
Well, that is a beautiful job. I love the entry to Deshaun, but how about Harkirath coming over, hand on the ball? It's the right call. That's a heck of a play made by the guard.
As Makhar will bring it into the front court. Not been aggressive as that ball's taken away. Albers with Russo back, and Albers gets the call. Ooh, and he fell kind of awkwardly as well. He's going to put Albers at the line. He may have bounced the cheek off the hardwood there.
Yeah, that was one where very confident.
Oh, it's a funny bone.
A foul in that situation, but he kind of comes down front face as opposed to on the side or something. Good to see he's okay, but it's what we talked about in the open. I had a coach tell me he is one of the best at drawing contact and getting to the line. A lot of times those are and ones, and he does it there. Look, he knows he's got the defense out of position, attack the rim, absorb the contact, and go to 15.
You're saying Preston Sanchez-like? Is that what you're saying?
Preston was good at the charge thing, right?
Well,
he had the head bob.
Yeah. It was Steve Nash, and it was the hair.
Yeah.
And there's the similarities.
Preston did not wear number 3, though, right?
Did not.
I'm trying to remember.
Challenge, 21.
20? That might have been.
As Albers knocks down the free throws, 21-20 Hillcrest. On the drive, Makhar leaves that backside. Oliphant, no. And around taken by Bowie.
Well, that's tough. You got a lot of trees down in the paint there for Hillcrest. That's a tough shot for Aiden.
On the drive, Albers had it slapped away by Price. Got it back, skips out to Madry.
Never throw across the middle of the field.
And don't skip it. Oh, and then there's steal, but Albers going to draw the reach foul. Number 2. Number 2 on Maddox Albers.
Yep, and the 5th team foul here on Hillcrest, just 1 on Cottonwood. Been nice to see official kind of let him play through a little bit here.
Kind of tells you the style of the first half.
Yeah.
The outside shot, the 3 has been the difference.
Yep.
This 1-point lead is Makhar on the drive, sends it baseline to Price. He drops it in all.
Russo was wide open. They just missed him.
Wilkerson Bowie contests that one and then gets the board.
I don't know if he got a piece. I'm going to say he did. I think that's 3 blocks for Wilkerson Bowie tonight. Someone put it in the book, will they? Just mark block number 3.
And then report it.
Yes, please.
Albers. Oh, off on the 3.
Rare miss from long range there from Maddox.
Makhar leaves it to Oliphant on the trail. Just off to the right. Rebound to Albers.
Well, that's a quick shot for Cottonwood. Coach Miller right now, best thing in the house, kind of hands behind the head. He's not worried.
Wilkerson Bowie misses on that fall away.
And how about this, a rare kind of slow up. He told me we want to get out and run, but he senses his team right now not really playing with the tempo, rhythm, the connectiveness that they've had all year. So he's trying to get them to settle down and get the right shot.
How about Christopher Cox? I believe he's scoreless. Misses on the reverse. Rebound to Wilkerson Bowie.
Yeah, they have not allowed Cox to get going. They're going to be one of the few teams that can say that this year.
Back up top to Albers. Albers has a tough pass. Someone's taken away.
That's deflected by Cox. Ooh.
And handcuffed his man, Price. And coming in now for Hillcrest is Keelan Baker.
Look, I love Christopher Cox defensively. We talk about hasn't been his night offensively. With that last possession, he's the guy who disrupts that pass, gets the run out for Cottonwood. They just throw it away. Still dialed in, trying to find a way to make an impact. But look at the second half. I think you're going to see them come out. I know there's still a couple minutes left here, but watch for number 2 to have a big second half for Cottonwood. They got to get him going.
I've been shot, but it tells you what Madry's done on him.
Yeah. Wilkerson Bowie off the floor here for Hillcrest. See how Cottonwood tries to attack that.
Madry for 3, lips out, rebound to Oliphant. Makhar in the key, sent out to Christopher Cox. The most space he's gotten tonight, misses on it, and maybe get the rebound. Loose ball foul is going to be called on Oliphant.
And that's tough, right? We talk about he hasn't had a lot of good looks. Your first really good look is a 3. That's a hard shot to find your rhythm in. Not afraid to confidently stroke that. We talk about he shoots well from beyond the arc, but it just speaks a little bit to some of the rhythm that Hillcrest does not allow him to get into tonight.
So, again, missed opportunity there for Cottonwood. Remember, this is a 15-2 start for the Colts, followed by a 14-2 run from Hillcrest to take the lead. But we've been stuck at 21-20 for a while as Cox comes away with the loose ball. Send to the corner. Jackson Price off on the triple. And the rebound goes in the hands of Winiger.
Feels like Cottonwood's settling for a lot of quick looks right now, and Hillcrest does a much better job on the glass to get a lot of one and dones. It's how they've crept back.
Wilkerson Bowie, baseline J, crawls out. Rebound taken by Hillcrest. Double dribble. Didn't call that one. Sends back out. Winiger straight away, no. And the rebound tipped out. And now out of bounds off of Hillcrest. Is nice effort there from Baker. But it's going to be Cottonwood basketball.
A couple offensive boards there for the Huskies. Cottonwood able to do enough to get the possession back here, see if they can close out. Final 90 seconds, try to recapture that lead. Dusty, it's been a 13-3 second quarter for Hillcrest.
Wow.
17-8.
Amazing. The Cottonwood offense that was going quickly just kind of evaporated. Makhar quickly gets that into Oliphant. Now Cox. Cox goes at Mondry again. Hanging on a pivot. Send it back out. Makhar on the drive hangs and hits. His first points, I believe, since the start of the game.
Since that made three, which was maybe 2 minutes in, right? It was early. But how about the D of Mondry that time? I mean, trying to drive, and he stays right in front, committed to go play quarterback for Snow Canyon, or not for Snow College. But shows he's got a little defense.
Albers, 4-3. Oliphant got out there to challenge it. Didn't matter. Makhar fouled. Baker he wanted to shove, didn't get it, and Baker quickly being calmed down by Mondry.
And look, I love the night we've seen from Harkirath tonight. They've needed him offensively, and he recognized that early, got off to a good start. Last couple of possessions, like, look, we're not one pass, three and done. We're going to attack, get back inside, and it's good to see him help reestablish that here for Cottonwood. Maybe a bit of an equipment issue here.
I think cut on his hand or something.
Yeah. Alert there to talk to the official and be like, hey, look, we need a little extra time here.
He felt something on the ball. He saw the official go through and everyone trying to feel what he was describing there. I've never seen that.
Yeah.
Makhar knocks down the first. And the tie game up with the second free throw. And I love the leadership on the floor. I'm trying to Baker was frustrated with the call. First the non-call and then the call. But it was teammates taking care of business there as he comes off the floor. Free throw won't go. And it's a 1-point lead for Hillcrest. With about an 11-second difference in game clock and shot clock. Send out for three. Miller long, backside board to Wilkerson Bowie, that stays down. Thought I might kick out.
His first field goal tonight. And you talk about the drive of Albers, 4 Colts around the basketball, allows for that easy kick out.
Three for Christopher Cox, tied at 26, his first points.
First field goal there for Cox.
Inside of 10 seconds left in the half. Been an entertaining first half. Albers with 2, leaves it short, and we will go to the break. Squared up at 26. You're watching a KSL Sports Rewind Game of the Week, presented by Heidemann Associates and Western Governors University.
They said I have to take tests when they tell me to.
They said my degree would cost a fortune.
But I didn't have to listen to them.
Because I have a university that listens to me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the University of You.
Other universities didn't fit into my life.
They said I'd have to quit my job to go to school.
They said it would take me 4 years to graduate. They said I have to take tests when they tell me to.
They said my degree would cost a fortune.
But I didn't have to listen to them.
Because I have a university that listens to me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the University of You.
Welcome back in Hillcrest High School. Dusty Litster, Dane Stewart tied up just like the first quarter. We're all zeros.
Yeah.
26 all to start the third quarter. The first quarter was owned by Cottonwood. Second quarter taken care of by Hillcrest. And to use an old stolen phrase, who makes the adjustments here in the second half?
Well, it'll be interesting, Dusty. You talk about impact players tonight. Leading scorer for Cottonwood, not Chris Cox. It's been Harkirath with the 8. But it's been the long ball of Hillcrest as Miller now with 9 to lead all scorers.
He's on his season average. He averages 3 threes a game. There it is. And he had a big smile as he turned around.
He looked like he had a little something extra on that one, didn't he?
Cox sends that out to Oliphant. Wilkerson, Bowie left his feet. Oliphant misses on the 3. Bowie with the board.
And on that possession, every Colt is outside the 3-point line. Easy clear for Hillcrest. Remember how many offensive rebounds they got in the first quarter?
Remember that one possession?
Yes, it was like 3 minutes long.
Yeah. Makhar, 5 points in the first half. Always it to Oliphant inside. Can't get the contested bunny to drop.
Looked like that might have caught Aiden a little bit by surprise.
Albers, tough pass to Wilson, stolen by Russo. Russo to Price. Jackson Price hanging on a pivot. Just got that back over to Russo and reset the offense. Shot clock down to 15 seconds.
Boy, whirlwind.
Oh, nice dish. Oliphant blocked away by Bowie. +1. Stays with it, draws the foul. I believe that will go to Miles Mailer. It'll be a +1 opportunity.
Man, how about Bowie again? There's been a defensive terror tonight.
So PA said Mahler. I only said Mailer because there was a swimmer. Oliphant left that short. Went Tom Chambers on that one. Go look that up, kids.
You know, it happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
I haven't made a free throw in a decade, so who am I to talk?
Dan Patrick makes it sound so easy on this show when he talks about shooting it. 3 dribbles and shoot. Madri misses on the 3. Oh, we're going to have a reach foul on Makhar, I believe. Yep. Reach in foul on Makhar, and it'll be inbound along the baseline. Wilkerson Bowie faces up on Oliphant. Double comes from Cox, and then he's fouled on the fall away. It'll be 2 free throws coming away.
And that might be the second on Oliphant. How about Bowie? That's a seasoned move. The patience there, even though the help coming over, him kind of dribble through it as he turned around, hanging there. He'll draw the contact. I've been really impressed. He's not had his 17 points per game tonight, but he's done a lot of other things here for Hillcrest.
Hey, but it's like anything else. You put in that effort, and all of a sudden it's going to come.
Yep.
The stuff will show up. As he goes 1 of 2 from the stripe, and the rebound taken by Makhar. So 2-point lead here to Hillcrest. Makhar goes baseline to Russo. Oh, it was in and out. Backside board to Albers.
Tried to tap that over. Just missed his teammate. I love the drive there by Russo.
Mahler. Whoa.
That was close.
That was a James Harden.
Yeah.
As on the drive, and you're going to have the foul.
I think Russo here.
I know I've gone out of the business of going out correcting our officials, but that was a travel. The foot never left the floor, but it didn't stay in spot.
You've made great progress on your reactions, Dusty. That's well done.
Thank a lot of our friends along the way. Kent Luntz and Courtney Littledyke and Agent 99 is that one tipped away, taken by Cox. Christopher Cox, Euro, floater, no. Backside board to trailing board to Makhar, and he lays it in. Tied up at 30.
Boy, Cox just not been his night. And again, you see Hillcrest, they've not been intimidated by his scoring ability at all. They've been stride for stride with Chris all night long.
Well, not bad when you can put Madri on him. You just say go. On the drive, Albers. He was trying to get the +1, but he got the bucket. What a shot. Price goes down the lane, right at Wilkerson. Bowie can't get it to go. Deshaun sends it ahead. Miller, pump the three, pull the three. Off on the triple backside board. Bowie reverses and scores. And the largest lead for Hillcrest.
It's a great aggressive putback, a backside board there by Bowie. You take the dribble coming across the paint. You're either going to draw contact or have a finish unguarded. It's a good result.
And that's what they need. They need Makhar and Cox to get going. One of them just take it over.
Harkirath has 14. Sorry, 12. 12.
Up top with Maddox Albers. Junction extended, draws the foul, and be 2 free throws.
What'd I tell you, man?
I thought it was a foul. I mean, got him on the arm.
Yeah, look, if he's your player, you love it. If you're an opponent, it's like he's going to the line again. He's just such a crafty guy at finding a way to draw contact. I'm not saying that's not a foul. It's just he does such a good job of setting himself up in opportunities. Gets the shot. I mean, that's an and one opportunity, right? Misses the shot, but man, he just does such a good job at creating those.
Both free throws good. Back to a 4-point advantage for Hillcrest. Makhar still trying to find some way to get Cox loose.
Look at Madri. I mean, he's just making Chris work.
And there's the foul to Wilson. And that'll be the second team foul on the Huskies. And down along the baseline is, again, Christopher Cox. Madri's just did an amazing job. It's like in football. Smith Snowden, put him on the guy and let the other 4 dudes go to work.
Here's the thing. I mean, he is a football player. He's quarterback for Hillcrest. And you see a little bit of that just gamer mentality, right? It was like, dude, I'm not intimidated. Like, let's go. Let's play.
And oh, yeah, he's like, hey, I'm a senior, you're a junior. It's not how it's going down tonight.
Yeah.
And he got the steal on the inbound.
Snow, I'm telling you, man, guy's got an opportunity at safety. I'm sure their coaches evaluate that much better than I do. It's just.
I know a guy. We can make sure the information gets down to him. Their team war room.
You must have met him from Carbon County. That's where all your connections come from. Come on, Dusty, tell me it's so.
No, I met him through broadcasting.
Oh.
And Janimal's at BYU now, so my quarterback. Send it to the quarter. Madri on the drive, float it, no. And now in the hands of Makhar. Got numbers. Makhar. Yeah, give him the block. Completely agree. Blocking foul on Mahler. Going to be number 2 on Mahler.
I think 3.
Number 3. And they're going to call on the floor.
I actually was expecting a charge call there.
I was expecting it, didn't want it. Properly handled, I would say.
And they do change it here to on the shot.
Oh, doing a shot.
He was in his habitual shooting motion, Dusty.
Oh, I guess that was upload. I didn't get the upload this week.
Yeah.
I thought he was more on the gather, but
Check your spam folder. It might be in there.
it comes from the system. It just happens from time to time. First free throw, good. I may use that phrase 3 or 4 times a day. First one, good, and Makhar makes them both. 2-point lead for Hillcrest.
You ready for a fun fact?
I love fun facts.
Harkirath is a 50-50-80 guy.
Russo with the steal, tied at 36. And it's the thing, when you got a guy that is that efficient, you're never quite out in a game where things aren't going the way you want it to go.
53% from the floor, 58% from 3, 83% from the line. Good numbers.
Yeah, that's good living.
Yes.
So Albers will trigger in from the near sideline. Wilkerson Bowie faces up. Can't get it to go, and the rebound taken by Russo. Cottonwood looking to take the lead back. Makhar, float it, yes! You know whose game he reminds me of? Khalid El-Amin. The national champion.
Yeah.
And former Bulls point guard.
Yeah.
You're not going to speed him up. Good dish. He's got a good touch around the rim.
It feels like he just makes the right play, be it outside, inside, not selfish.
And the shot there for Bowie. Kids, go look up Khalid El-Amin.
He was a frustrating player to watch because I did not like those UConn teams.
By far. And there's a three to Makhar. His second of the night.
Every Cottonwood point in the third has been from Harkirath. He's got 11 in the quarter, 19 in the game.
You said he had 18 assists in his last game. And you say, now jump on my back, guys. Is Madri. He's played great defense. The shot has not dropped tonight from number 11. Makhar feeling it.
Heat check it. Oh.
He was just out of rhythm there. Again, you're not going to speed him up. Steps into a three. Got it! What a quarter for Makhar!
Did you see the response?
The odd number quarters are the quarter for the Colts. Timeout. Coach Luga.
Coach Miller wanted him to shoot more, wanted him to score more. He heard the message. He's come through tonight for Cottonwood.
1:32 left in the third. We'll be right back. You're watching a KSL Sports Rewind Game of the Week.
Other universities didn't fit into my life.
They said I'd have to quit my job to go to school.
They said it would take me 4 years to graduate. They said I have to take tests when they tell me to.
They said my degree would cost a fortune.
But I didn't have to listen to them.
Because I have a university that listens to me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time. Graduate on your time. WGU, the University of You.
You know, Dusty, sometimes I'm wrong. I said Harkirath was the only Cottonwood Colt to score in this quarter. That's not true. Russo and Oliphant both scored. It's just that he scored so many, I couldn't see the others because he's had such a large proportion of Cottonwood points.
He's on a personal run right now.
I tell you what, man. I
like that guy. I like that guy. There's Madre. Someone stolen by Russo. This run started with defense from 11, and the foul going to be charged to Madri.
You know, we did a Cottonwood game earlier this year where they had a similar run out, and I think it was Price. I don't remember who the other player involved. It might have been Russo. It might not have been, but you could see Max kind of give the looks like, all right, here it comes. They're looking for the showtime play.
That's right, yeah. The old Charles Abuo finished in high school. First free throw good for Russo. Oh, the second rim's out. 7-point advantage for Cottonwood, their largest lead since it was 15-8.
Hillcrest relied so much on those threes in that first half. Where do you go for points when that shot isn't falling?
Winiger. And it just shows you the difference in the first half to second half. That one was falling in the second quarter.
Yeah, that's a tough rattle out.
Inside of 50 seconds left in the quarter. Makhar, step back. And the rebound taken by Cottonwood, fresh shot clock.
And Nielsen with the offensive board there. We might have had broken bleachers after that one. Makhar following is growing by the possession here.
Absolutely. About a 7-second difference in game clock and shot clock. Shot clock to 15. Now to 10. Makhar. Float it, score it.
Probably should have been an and one, Dusty.
10 seconds. Albers, 5 seconds. Albers, fall away. Got it! And that's how the third ends. Cottonwood being carried by their star, Makhar. We go to the fourth quarter with a 7-point Colt lead. You're watching a KSL Sports Rewind Game of the Week on KSLSports.com. Start of the fourth quarter, Dusty Lister and Dane Stewart with you. Again, our Rewind Games of the Week brought to you by Heidemann Associates and Western Governors University. Dane's got a note.
Hey, we're all about games here, right? Dusty, how many points do you think Makhar had in the third quarter?
16.
Yes. Did you look at my note?
I did not.
16 in the third. He's got 24 in the game. Could have had 2 more, but he's looking for those assists.
He wanted to see if he can get Christopher Cox going offensively.
He'll take a rebound.
Yeah. Makhar goes inside of Mahler. Oh, nice pass to Oliphant, who lays it in. And the foul going to be charged here to Nielsen. How about the pass? Makhar's got good eyes. He sees it well.
And remember, he had 1 or 2 of those in the first half. One came off by foul. I mean, you don't get 18 assists by making easy plays, right?
He's up the floor here with Albers. He's got to continue to get going. And Albers forced that one inside of Wilkerson Bowie, and there's the foul to Oliphant. Going to put Wilkerson Bowie at the line for 2 free throws, and Daishan keep waiting for him to kind of find his offensive groove tonight, and he's played terrific defense. The offensive side of the floor has not been as kind.
Yeah, the hard thing is really Cottonwood has really tried to collapse on the interior, right? And they were able to take advantage of that late first quarter, second quarter with a lot of those kick-out threes. Cottonwood has continued to try to take away the paint, so you're going to limit the ability of Wilkerson Bowie to be as effective. And he's, he's at 8 right now, so certainly below his average, but he's found ways to score and get involved, but he's going to have to probably really optimize his chances from here on out.
And Wilkerson Bowie hits both free throws. Can Hillcrest pick it up on the defensive end of the floor? Trailing by 7. Nielsen outside. Comes off the screen of Oliphant. And that ball's off the foot of Price, and it'll be Husky basketball.
Love the hustle there by Albers, right? I mean, you've got an opportunity. You just need to make a play here and there and able to get the deflection out off Price. And the Huskies get a stop. That's one.
Been a frustrating offensive night for Madri. He's not been able to get a field goal to drop, though he is.
He had a 3 in the second quarter.
That's right. There's Albers. Series of moves, sends that one out. Winiger. Back up top, shot clock to 18. Madri. Free throw line, Jay, no. Tipped out and then taken by Nielsen.
Good look there for Hillcrest. Coach Sluga would love for them to have converted that.
Cross court to Price. Jackson hands off to Cox. Christopher Cox down the lane, no. Gets his own board back up. And the foul to Madri. The block came from Bowie. It'll be 2 free throws to Christopher Cox.
And Cox still with just 3 points.
Right.
I mean, just phenomenal effort tonight by this Hillcrest defense, giving them every opportunity to be in this game.
Well, and we know that one of the best ways to get in a rhythm is get to the free throw line.
Yep.
And the junior knocks down the first. He's the leading scorer on the year of the 12-1 Colts.
And, Coach Miller has to love that on a night where Chris Cox has a well below average game, you still have this kind of offensive output. We talk about this starting lineup. Dusty, I continue to say it is up there with some of the top starting lineups in 5A, and they've flexed that muscle here tonight.
Audrey hands over to Albers.
Figure we haven't seen Price score since the first quarter. I mean, there's been a lot of guys that have been below their scoring averages tonight. For
Winiger off on the 3, backside board to Bowie. Wilkerson Bowie into the defenders, and he traveled. Right now, nothing coming easy for the Huskies, and all the stuff that worked in the second quarter is just not quite falling here in the second half. And I should say thus far in the second half.
6 threes in the first half. Dusty just 1 in the second half.
And there goes Makhar. It was 26 all at the break, 27-16 since. Step back, gives it up to Wilkerson Bowie. Cox will slap that one away. Oliphant challenges. And Daishan gets that one to go. Rousseau blocked away by Bowie. And then he gets another one. That's a twofer on the possession for Daishan Wilkerson Bowie. Albers. Fall away, no.
Well, I thought it was going to go too.
Did too. Madry going to pick up the foul as Christopher Cox is trying to get out in the front court. We know he can throw it down. And it'll be 1-1, or is that just the 6th? Quick to the draw, that's a 16th foul. Both teams now with 16 fouls.
Was the 4th, however, on Madry, so big call there. He's going to have to come off the floor here.
Zach Tanner going to come on. We'll see if they put, who gets the draw here on number 2. Looks like Daishan is ready to D him up.
Yep.
Rousseau. Over to Cox. Oh, drops it into Oliphant. He's able to get away from Tanner, and Oliphant drops that one in.
That's a senior against a sophomore. And you see Oliphant able to clear out that lane. Great recognition. The feed lends him right to the bucket. Double-digit lead, large to the game for Cotton. No, it's not, but it's nearing large to the game for Cottonwood.
Tanner misses the 3. And the offense has gone cold here for Coach Sluga. Been a while since the Huskies got on the board.
Yeah. Yeah, just 4 points in this 4th quarter for Hillcrest, all from Wilkerson Bowie.
It's into the corner. Harkirath, Makhar. Why not? It's his night. Harkirath has been spectacular, and it's a 14-point advantage for Cottonwood. Albers on the other end, no. Bowie kept it alive, taken by Harkirath. Makhar! Luckily blocked away by Bowie, or Vince Francis would have an easy edit tonight. He's going to anyway. But that would have been the button on the highlight package right there.
Yeah. I actually thought Harkirath was going to take the transition 3, but, you know.
Hey, put him on the rocker switch and go, man.
Right now it's just his world. Literally anything he wants, he's getting. And that's a straight 30 for Makhar tonight.
Wow. Quite the night for Makhar. And it hasn't been just scoring. He's also looked for his opportunities to pass it. He's a pass-first ball handler. Don't know if I necessarily want to call him a point guard. Don't know if that's his designation or not.
I've got him listed as a forward, but he does run point for him.
Yeah.
Really,
He's Scottie Pippen.
He's what he is tonight. There's a steal. He does it all.
He is Cottonwood. Oh! Cox with the posterization on Madry. He's got 5 points. He'll trade all the misses for that dunk.
And how about the block? Price.
Corner 3. Madry can't get it. Bowie back up and in. Timeout, Coach Brandon Sluga. We'll keep it here. 3:05 left in the 4th quarter, just a 30-second timeout. Dane, it's been one of those nights, and we talk about Makhar, but for Christopher Cox, a night that you talk about, below average scoring, still going to feel good with that dunk.
I'll tell you what, this is a team that had 26 points at half. They're up to 62. The second half has been impressive, obviously been led by Harkirath, but you talk about Chris Cox. It's a team with their athleticism. They love to run it. Coach Miller told me, we're going to run it. We're going to push it. It's our style. It's what we want to do. And when you have an opportunity, I mean, Harkirath knows he's got his big man running the floor. Tough night. Go get the flush. And Chris Cox able to do it, the 6'7 junior. Having his moment. You see the duo there coming back on the floor. Swap and rolls a little bit tonight.
Yeah, and Vince Francis, I will tell you what to do. He just texted me. He says, "Don't tell me what to do." There's two needs, Makhar and then the dunk.
There might be a third. We still got 3:05 left, Vince, so don't go to sleep yet.
Stay tuned, Vince Francis.
Yeah.
There's we near 3 minutes left in the 4th quarter.
I'm just glad he texts you. He never texts me back. So
you're in my world now, Vincent. Makhar just able to get through that one. Oh, nice dish. And Oliphant misses the +1 chance, but does draw the foul, and it'll be 2 free throws.
Boy, Oliphant short there. He's missed a couple free throws short tonight.
Oh, and the second short. And Albers drawing the foul. And that'll be 1-on-1 free throws on this end of the floor. The Huskies is, I mean, they never say game's over, they can shoot threes, but you got to make every opportunity count now and score without the clock moving.
See if this can help Maddox. Just the 1-3 tonight. You look at his 13 points unofficially, 4 of them from the line, just 9 from the floor tonight for Albers. Got a member of the 1,000-point club, and boy, another rim out.
Yeah. They've not been kind. But the free throw, or probably the rebound goes off, if Cottonwood will stay with Hillcrest. Madri gets that into Miller. Isaac Miller, no. And the rebound taken by Makhar.
Remember, he hit those 3 threes, kind of helped pace Hillcrest in that comeback and helping them overtake the lead.
In fact, he has not made one since the third quarter when he had a big smile on his face. Makhar goes at Miller. Can't get it to go, gets his own board, no. Wilkerson Bowie able to come away with that rebound, and now the reach foul to Harkirath Makhar. And we'll walk back down the other end. Is Bowie going to take the free throws? Well, free throw, 1-on-1. Daishan Wilkerson Bowie. And he got the first.
$14 for Daishan as he's creeping up to his average. He's been the only scorer here in the fourth, according to my notes.
Pretty good notes. As Keelan Baker come back on along with Damani Wilkerson, as the second free throw won't go for Daishan. And also coming on for the first time tonight was the Huskies number 21. I probably already had 21 on there. We'll get the other name here in just a moment. But your timeout on the floor, full timeout. We'll be right back left in the fourth quarter. Hillcrest, last gasp opportunities as Makhar sends that one ahead to Price. To break the press, and easy two here for Russo. 17-point lead.
Max Russo, we talked about how the 8 threes in the win against Stansbury, has not hit a 3 tonight, sitting at 10. The versatility of the Cottonwood lineup is part of what makes them so difficult to deal with.
Cox leaves for the trailing Makhar. They're going to take the time. I love it. We talked about before. You're not going to speed him up. He said, hey, let's just take our time. Hits the deck, sends out to Price. Price on the drive, send out Oliphant. 4-3. Back rim. Cox with the board and put back. Missed time the jump there from Wilkerson.
Yeah, you missed time it. Cox makes you pay, and Russo easy steal.
Russo with the steal, and then the block to Jay Watkins.
Yeah, the freshman able to make a nice recovery there for Hillcrest. That shot is so quick.
It is quick, but Maddox couldn't get that one to go. Makhar, dishes it off. Christopher Cox was trying for the highlight reel dunk off the rebound, couldn't get it.
Twitter Nation is left wanting.
And Wilkerson Bowie left that one short. Come back the other way. Cox, he leaves it for Jackson Price. And the layup just like he planned it. It's still 2.
Anyone could flush it, right? I'm going for the finesse finish.
Try the hammer dunk. Let it roll in.
This feels like top 50, doesn't it?
Makhar to Price, yes it does. And now timeout taken by Coach Martin just to get some subs in here. But what a second half for Hillcrest.
Pretty impressive. Makhar obviously exits with unofficially 30, 22 of those in the second half, 16 of those in the third. And Cox found his way to 9.
Who's yours?
That's what I said. We all got to go back and find it. You're at 5'8", you better figure out a matchup.
Coach Workman just put out the note to 5'8". You better find a matchup for
Notice
Kira.
has been sent.
We'll see if Chudy really is a D1 defender. There's a step back. And Madri able to knock down the 3. Doesn't get the...
I'll tell you this, when they played, Chudy did not guard Kirith. He guarded Cox. Because we did that game.
No, that's right. As the other Makhar comes in, left that one off the window, and that was Karen Makhar. And the foul off the backside board going to go to Caleb Clark.
That guy looked really familiar. I can't remember his name.
I only seen him at the state tournament.
Yeah.
I got to say, I got to go back and do some research, but I'm going to put out and ready for a fun fact, an uncorroborated fun fact.
Yeah.
I don't think Cottonwood has won a state tournament basketball game since the 2006 state
I think
tournament.
it's been a long time.
Stanley Havili was on that team.
I told Coach Miller he's got to go spend some time in some yearbooks. They're now 13-1. It's one of the better Cottonwood starts in I don't even know how long.
Tonight was all about Harkirath Makhar, because Harkirath was an absolute star. Not to steal your player of the game, but Dane, selection of the player game with some final thoughts.
Look, here's the deal. We switched roles earlier tonight. I'll let you select the player of the game. No doubt, right? Makhar serving notice tonight. Unofficially 30 points, handful of assists, played very well defensively as well. Statement win for Cottonwood as they're the only 3-0 team in region play in Region 7.
3-0 in region play, 13-1 overall. Again, final score, Cottonwood 72, Hillcrest 50. For Tino Psyche and for Jerem Mulford and Dane Stewart, I'm Dusty Litster. Thanks for joining us for watching a KSL Sports Rewind Game of the Week on KSLSports.com. We'll see you Friday night with some more games here on the Rewind Sports Network.